Yo, what's up, guys? Fire here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to run the nickel double A gap scheme. Now, this is a very popular formation in the Madden community, more so because of the one blitz, the mid blitz, but I'm going to show you guys how to run a bluff blitz scheme out of this as well, and still have success getting pressure as well as just defending the outside of the field and some very good passes. So what I've gone ahead and did is just set my audibles. I'm going to be going over the mid blitz first, and then I will head into some of the bluff blitzes after that. So for the mid blitz, what you're going to want to do is just put your fastest guy right here on this right side. I put Jatavius Brown. He is probably the fastest linebacker, and I have Derwin James right here as my user. You could put Derwin James there. You can do a lot of things. And then as far as the bluff blitzes, what you're going to want to do is just put Desmond King there. Now the other ones, for the other bluff blitzes, I'm going to put Joey Bosa back in, but for now we're just going to keep that fastest guy right there. Stats don't really matter in a blitz like this, so just coming out in the mid blitz like I said, and I'm just going to come out in a classic gun doubles formation. Should be a play. Just trying to find a play with, alright, a space 5-man protection. So against 5-man protection, all I like to do is just press by pressing Y left stick down, and then just shade over the top by pressing Y right stick up. This just means you're not going to get burned as much. If you want, you can man align by pressing Y and RB. Sometimes those guys just man align, but although it took off the press, but you're going to be getting very fast blitz right here. So all I have to do is just hover with my user right here, and I have to engage with the center. So I just stamp the ball. You guys see I engage, and Jatavius Brown is going to come off the edge. There's nothing really open in that amount of time besides maybe a slant route, a quick out, an in route that you have to worry about. So once again, all I'm doing is just pressing, shading over the top, doing some basic stuff. I can realign these two guys, make sure this guy's on the tight end. You can do that. And you guys see against this 5-man protection, it's just going to kill. You can also quarterback contain if you want. Not necessary. You guys see I was using Thomas Davis there. It doesn't matter. You can use your Thomas Davis or Derwin James. Either player in the gap works, as you guys just saw. So one more time, just press, shade over the top, quarterback contain. This is the reason that this is so popular. It's so easy to set up. You can come out, run it stock, and you'll get pressure against a 5-man. But against a 6-man pressure, I'm just going to block the running back right here. What you're going to go ahead and do is just definitely pretty much just leave how it is. I'm just going to run a contain like this. You do your press, whatever you want behind the play. Now I'm going to be on this running back. I'm going to use the safety that's on the running back, not the tight end, because chances are he's blocking his running back, not his tight end, especially in a set like this. If he can't max protect, it's all the better, but I'm just going to use her in between the gap, trying to engage the left tackle, left guard right here. Someone will get free if I do my job. So snap the ball, I engage the left tackle, and you guys see Jatavius Brown still comes screaming off the edge. Although it wasn't the cleanest of engagements with the offensive lineman, that running back still dumbed out a little bit right there, and you guys saw the pressure come in. So once again, just press, shade over the top, contain by pressing LB and RB, and then just going to go ahead and user Adderley right here in the gap. You want to get him sort of that hover adjustment that you guys see those linebackers are on. Snap the ball. I engage. I could back up. Oh, that was a 5-man protection. But you guys see, if you want both guys coming through on that 5-man protection, that's what you can do. Block my running back right here. Run the same thing. For video's sake, I'm just going to contain here, save some time, but you're going to want to set up those other adjustments if you want. You guys see I engage. Now with that, I sort of got a weird engage animation, but it didn't matter because you guys saw Jatavius Brown comes through. So this time I'm just going to block my tight end, show you guys that it still works, just contain. That's the only adjustment that I really like to do on a consistent basis if I'm not trying to come out in the same look. Now just get that player in that hover animation. You guys see I engage, and we get Jatavius Brown kind of got a weird animation there. For whatever reason, I'm getting a weird engage animation, but you guys pretty much get the gist. I'm going to go ahead and make our personnel substitutions and then head into our bluff blitzes. I will also be going over some of the audibles on the fly that I like for this formation. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put Joey Bosa right here, and then I'm just going to put a fast linebacker. So I'm just going to go ahead and move Jatavius Brown into this gap. He's quick user. You can user him, and you can play good in zone. So I'm going to go ahead and set my audibles. I have mid blitz, the first play we went over. Then I have nickel dog 2, which is my second favorite or favorite play. I actually run this one probably the second most behind mid blitz. Then we have nickel overload 3, and then just a classic cover 3. You can run a classic cover 3 cloud show 2 if you want as well. Some other great plays in here that I'm just not going to go over. You have a base cover 2 right here, you guys see. So just going to go ahead and come out nickel dog 2. You guys see what you're going to want to do is put your best pass rusher right here on the right side, because he is going to get a bunch of one-on-ones. You get an X factor right there like Joey Bosa, and you guys will see these sheds will come. So just going to come out in our same exact play, shake halfback corner, and begin our setup. So what I'm going to do for the setup is I'm going to be using Derwin James right here in the gap. Now all that is necessary to run for the blitz is what I like to do is just press those cornerbacks. You can, a lot of times I'm going to turn them into cloud flats, because these soft squats, they just play a weird role. If there's like a post route, they will just completely follow it, and if there's a flat route, then it just won't get defended. In a blitz like this, the flats are very important to defend. Now you guys see Desmond King is moved out here. I'm just going to move him in a couple of steps, because he's the one that's ultimately going to be getting the pressure. You want him to be as close as possible for the fastest pressure. Just move him back a couple of steps right there. And then all you really have to do is just going to be engaged with an offensive lineman, primarily the center, as you did in mid blitz. Just going to be a little bit faster because we have a cornerback coming now instead of that D lineman. We also have the zone coverage behind us that can throw him off. I engage with the center. You guys see Desmond King comes through, and that's really not enough time to make a read on the play. So once again, the setup is going to be to just press, turn those outside zones into cloud flats by pressing Y right stick down, Y right stick up, and then just move Desmond King in. You can contain if you want, but you're gonna have to move him right about here to get him on that contain. You guys see we're all good. And against this 5-man protection, all you're going to have to do is engage Derwin James. You can leave Jatavis Brown in his vertical hook, which is going to be very helpful. You guys see this time Desmond King actually came through the gap, although it didn't make a difference timing-wise. That's just kind of the effects of the contain paying off. The contain gets a little bit weird out of this double A gap. Not sure what the issue is, but once again against the 5-man, just going to run our pretty much the same exact setup as I did, just turning it into cloud flats. This is just a cover 2 version, and we have Desmond King coming off the edge rather than that defensive end on the right-hand side. So one last time against the 5-man protection, you guys see Desmond King. He's getting there even before Joey Bosa, who has an X factor, so just a very fast. And like I said, Joey Bosa is getting one-on-ones. You get him activated, that's going to be a good game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and block my running back here, show you guys the setup against a 6-man protection. What you're going to do is pretty much run it the same exact way. Just move Desmond King in. You can turn these cloud flats. You can press, something like this. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just blitz this linebacker on the right side. So you can do it manually by just clicking on it and pressing A and right stick down, or you can just quick adjust doing it by pressing the D-pad to the right twice, then A, then the right stick down. It doesn't really matter, and the only common denominator, or the only thing changes is him blitzing against the 5-man protection. If you don't want to hover, you can just come out here like this and you'll get pressure, but since we know we have 6 people blocking, I'm going to have to make an engagement on the offensive line. You guys see I engaged with the running back there. Now, primarily, you're going to want to get with an offensive lineman just so you can get back easier, but if that's not the case, then this still works as well. So, once again, I'm going to block my running back, show you guys a different way to hover in the gap, come out and run our same setup, blocking the running back as well this time. And what you can do is hover in this gap. You guys saw me do it earlier in the mid-blitz setup. You can hover right here. You guys see just able to get the same timing and just make a quick adjustment. Now, if you know the pressure is going to come through, something you can do to just cover the middle of the field a little bit is run something like this is what I would recommend. You can turn this into man coverage as well, but a base adjustment of this can easily do the trick pending a quick out route by that tight end. But if he knows you're blitzing, he's just going to max protect. So one last time, I'm just going to run our setup, going to block our tight end right here. And the good thing about this is sometimes as we get a better animation there with the tight end, I can just engage with the alignment, but The good thing about this blitz is sometimes it'll just come through. I don't even have to do anything. I'll just try it one time here, see if it does, because it's a little bit random. But you guys see, sometimes Desmond King will get through to there, but it's not a guarantee, so don't just go based off that. You might not get pressure, and you might get a wide open receiver. So that's something to be noted. Next play is just going to be this nickel overload 3. It's going to be sort of the same exact concept as our cover 2, but just in a cover 3 sort of scheme. You guys see that this D lineman is in that set, so if you prefer running the cover 3 blitz rather than the cover 2, you can make that adjustment. Now, what I'm going to do is just blitz Tavis Brown manually. I already showed you guys how to do that. And then you're just going to have the responsibility of defending the middle of the field. So I can just come out here, back up, and I'll get pressure. Oh, the line did a great job of blocking that, so that was my fault. I thought I sent 6 right there, but I guess I might have didn't. That was my fault. But once again, just come out, run this play. You can have success. I guess I didn't engage, so that was my bad. But all you have to do is engage, and you'll get pressure. So the cover 2 I recommend a little bit better than the cover 3. But if you're a cover 3 player, you can just bump, engage, and your cornerback will come through. This is not my personal preference. I don't really run this play, but it's just a good cover 3 blitz option. If you want, you can just turn these into cloud flats. I'm in the wrong play. Turn these into cloud flats and just go off your way like that. You guys see, hike the ball, Desmond King comes through, nobody really open in that time frame, and just an easy blitz for me right there. So that's pretty much going to be it. It's just pretty much the same exact concepts with the cover 3. Gonna head into a bluff. Now, cover 3 this regular cover 3 is just great because it's just completely baiting him. Something you can do to bait him even more. Move Desmond King in like you're blitzing. You don't want to give him any tells that you're running coverage. Something like this, he might see that. He's going to max protect. He might only have 3 receivers on the field. And although he might get a little bit extra time, you can easily defend that. You have another zone over the middle of the field. You guys see everything's really defended right here. Nothing open by the time that happens. If you have good pass rushers, you should get home. So one last time, all you really have to do is just, I prefer turning these into I'm in the wrong play. I prefer turning these into cloud flats. And this good thing about this coverage is it actually looks like a cover 2, so you might think you're running nickel blitz, but when in reality you're just stepping up in coverage, making a play on the ball. You guys see nothing is really open, and we easily get pressured right there with the Bosa and Ingram combination. So that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on the video, show your support to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content, and leave some suggestions down below in the comment section. If you have any questions, leave those down below as well, and peace. I'm out of here.